I wanted my protagonist to be a stereotypical teenage victim in my opening. After conducting research, I found that victims are generally young girls, usually teenagers, who have blonde hair and are alone. Megan, my main character, conforms to this idea of the standard victim, especially as she is completely isolated and alone. She is an ordinary teenage girl, which makes her a familiar character and someone who my audience can easily relate to. There were films that I watched for my audience research that I felt have very similar characters to Megan in. Casey, the young girl from Scream, portrays perfectly what your average vulnerable victim should be. She is similar appearance-wise to Megan, and also she is completely alone. Casey is waiting for her boyfriend to call her, because he is her failsafe. But when the killer appears, there is no one there to protect her, which again makes her similar to Megan. Megan also has her friend at the start as her failsafe, but once she realises that she is completely alone, there is not a lot she can do. Casey and Megan are different in the way that Megan is isolated in the woods, meaning she literally has no one, whereas Casey is at least in a house, on a street, meaning she can quickly call for help. Anna, the nurse in Dawn of the Dead, is another character who perfectly portrays your average victim. Similar to Casey in Scream, she is a young, vulnerable blonde girl who has many near-death experiences. Right from the start, Anna is left with no friends as her daughter and husband are turned into zombies, and so the loneliness of Anna makes the movie even more frightening and tense. Anna and Megan are similar in the way that they are both your typical victim, making the genre and storyline fairly clear in my opening, and also adding suspense, as the audience will anticipate what will happen to them, knowing they are the victims. Dawn of the Dead is a different type of horror movie to mine, though, and I feel that making the circumstances different means that more tension and suspense is created within mine, as opposed to the fright of gore in the zombie movie. I feel I portray Megan both positively and negatively in the opening of Awakened. Positively, in the way that she is not portrayed as a troublemaker or rebellious teen, but then negatively, because she is vulnerable and silly and makes the wrong choices when venturing into the woods when she realises that someone might be following her.